We are on, ladies. Okay, let me get that started. All right, so we're just waiting for folks to arrive. Hello, hello. Welcome to today's Super Chat live stream. So this is either Super Chat or Cash App. And preferably for those of you who are interested in a Cash App reading, it would be helpful if you submitted those prior to the live stream. It just makes it really difficult for us to monitor the Cash App submissions once we're live. So hi everybody, thank you for being here. How are you guys? Let us know if you are tuning in for the first time, where you are tuning in from. If this is definitely your first time tuning in, this is a Super Chat live stream Wednesday, which we do every week. So probably moving forward from here on out, we will stick to the 3 p.m. time frame. I know that there are folks who tune in from other countries and having to get up early in the morning, making it difficult. So if that's the case for you, please let us know. And if we have to adjust, what time we do these, then we absolutely will try to accommodate as many folks as we can. And of course, for those in the United States, this is Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. So if you're in the East Coast, Central, then you just have to adjust the time that you're tuning in. So I hope you guys are all doing well. So we'll get started once we receive any submissions for today, and you can obtain your own mini reading. And my daughter Cameron is here assisting, so she's actually monitoring the comments. So all I'm needing today, guys, is names for the person that you want me to take a look at, as well as yourself, of course. Okay, she put it in the comments. And so sun signs, just a little mini brief background for me to do the reading on, and of course a simple question that we could tap into here today. It's blurry. Is it blurry on your end, guys? Let us know if that is the case. I don't know why it's blurry. Okay, is it blurry on your end? Let us know, please. So again, this is a Super Chat live stream, guys. So it is a minimum $9.99 for a mini reading. Or if you're interested in just a one card yes or no answer, we could do that as well. And I mean, there's always the chance that we get no submissions. And if that's the case, then, we'll probably be on here for about a half hour for anybody that is interested in that. And again, we're hoping to do these every Wednesday. Is it still blurry on your end? Yeah. Really? Let me try refreshing. That's strange. So yeah. Hi, Mamie. How are you? Thank you for tuning in and for being here. So this is a little bit different from the general live stream that I do. This is for those of you who are interested in obtaining a personal mini reading. So that's why we do these, to give you guys the opportunity to get a mini reading for a minimum Super Chat or Cash App of $9.99. On my website, it starts at $35 all the way to $75 for mini readings. So this definitely gives you guys the opportunity to get it at a discounted rate. And of course, I offer longer ones on my website. So yeah, we'll just kind of chill here and hang out until we receive any super chats. And if there will not be any submissions here today, then we'll cut it short, Absolutely no pressure for these. Just giving you guys the opportunity to tune in and get your own personal mini reading. So yeah, feel free to let us know where you're tuning in from. If this is the first time that you are watching, Oh, it cleared up. Okay, good. So if it happens to look blurry on your end, guys, just maybe refresh the screen. It was a little bit blurry on our end. Hi, Trina. How are you? Sagittarius from Detroit. So let us know if you're interested in having your mini reading. So yeah, today is a Super Chat live stream or Cash App, whichever you guys prefer. So yeah, we're just literally on here for those who are needing guidance. It could be about anything, whether it's about love, career. Last week we did career and of course love readings. It could be about anything, you know, whatever question you guys have in mind, needing guidance on, that's what we're here for. And my daughter Cameron here assisting, helping out. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Let us know. We're just chilling, tuning in. What happened? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you have a question, let us know. If this is the first time you're tuned in, welcome. This is Super Chat live stream. We do them every Wednesday. Whether or not we get any requests for mini readings, we're here. If, you know, I mean, some weeks we are busier than others. And if I can't get to you during the live stream, then of course, you know, we will give you the instructions on how to obtain it after the live stream has aired. Hi, Deborah. How are you? All right, guys. So if you want a mini reading here today, my daughter's in charge of monitoring the super chats that we receive here today. So she will let me know and let me have all of your information so we can get started on some readings here for today. So depending on how many we get at this time, it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 90 minutes. It really depends on how many people participate. Last week we had a good chunk of folks that needed guidance on love. We even had somebody who requested information on career, finances, money matters. So we could do that as well. So yeah, if there are no submissions here today, guys, we'll probably cut it short, but you know, giving folks the opportunity at least to tune in. So maybe we'll be on here for maybe 30 minutes at the most. I mean, there's only so much I can say, honestly. You know. So yeah, announcements are usually in my community tab for Super Chat Wednesdays. And then there's another one on Friday, which is specifically for the top 3 bonus readings I will do. I believe it's Gemini, Sagittarius, and Leo. If you did not see that announcement, you can definitely tune in on Friday, that as well as at 3 p.m. And that's specifically for those who are Gemini, Sagittarius, and Leo. So you guys were actually the top 3 videos for the second half of July. And what that basically means is you get a bonus reading. So I just thought it would be cool to do live streams this time around for the bonuses. So that's on Friday. And then towards the latter half of the live stream on Friday, then you guys will also have the opportunity to do a Super Chat live stream. All right, so we'll give it maybe a couple more minutes. And if there's nobody that needs a mini reading this time, then we'll end it. You know, we'll cut it short. Let us know too if you guys have any suggestions for topics, different times when we can have these. You know, let us know of any subjects that you'd like us to, or me specifically, of course, to do a reading, general reading for the collective for my channel, aside from the live streams, of course. Hi guys, so we've got a few people in here, you know, just tuning in. We're just basically hanging out. waiting if anyone's interested in getting a mini reading here today. And if there is no one who is in need of guidance today, then we will cut the live stream short. So we'll probably stay on. I was planning for about a half hour. Okay, so we have one. Okay, so from Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. All right, so my daughter will go ahead and write down the information for you. And let me go ahead and get rid of these guys right here. And we'll get started on your reading. Give me 1 second. I'm just waiting for the info. Hi, everyone. So yeah, you know, for those of you tuning in for the first time, we do these every Wednesday. And, you know, whether or not we get anybody that actually requests a mini reading or not, we're here. So if there is nobody, we'll probably be here 15, 30 minutes at the most on Wednesdays. But if there are quite a few people, like last week, I was on here for about 90 minutes doing mini readings for folks. If I don't end up getting to you during a live stream, then of course we'll provide instructions on how to obtain your reading once the live stream has ended. All right, so I'm just waiting for the information and then we'll begin. All right, guys. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, so we have one from Tiffany. Okay. That's Tyler. He's Virgos. Okay. All right, Tiffany. Here we go. So you're an Aquarian. You've been attempting to manifest to reconcile with your ex-boyfriend Tyler. He's a Virgo. Was wondering if you had any insight. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Tyler's energy. Okay, let's do that now. And take a look and see if reconciliation is possible. All right, so focusing on Tyler. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Tyler, Virgo, and the connection with Tiffany, Aquarius. Is there a possibility towards reconciliation for this connection? So let's grab some insight here, Tiffany. Angels and spirit guides, please. Tyler, Virgo, what's going on here? Let's take a look and see what his current energies are, Tiffany, to see if he's even in that headspace of wanting a reconciliation or whatever's going on. All right, so we've got endurance. Let's see what else. We've got admired. So whenever I see this, it reminds me of somebody. It depends, of course, on what the surrounding cards are. I feel, as we can see there, he's got a lot of admiration for you. There's something about you that he is attracted to, but perhaps he's got issues as far as being able to see the connection withstand the test of time. And this is the next card. We do have trapped. So when somebody feels trapped, the inclination there is to want to break free from a connection. And maybe that's how he was feeling, you know. But look at these next two cards. I feel you'll be really surprised unless you already have your intuition picking up off of this. Here's the twin flame card, and here's your energy. Okay, so you represent the divine feminine here, Tiffany. And so this might be one of those things where you guys are representing this connection as twin flames, which basically means that you guys often do mirror each other. He might even be fighting this desire to reconcile at this point in time because there's a part of him that doesn't want to be tied down or trapped in this situation. But it is one of those things where regardless of time or distance, he's going to feel drawn to you anyway. So let's grab some tarot here and see what's up with that. But yeah, you're on here because there's a part of your energy and vibe that he still picks up off of, you know? So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Tiffany, Aquarius, and Tyler, Virgo. Is there a possibility towards reconciliation for this connection? Let's take a look at that. Okay, so look at that, 7 of Cups. He could be, there's the possibility of the fact that he might be talking to some other people, or knowing that he's got options and choices when it comes to love and romance. Okay, but he thinks about you, we do have the Six of Cups right here. So he's got some memories that he's tapped into when he thinks about you. And he might even desire reunion, but at the same time, he's a bit of a contradiction because he could certainly be thinking about you, missing you, wanting to see you, maybe even wanting that reconciliation. But there's a part of him that's also not ready to commit, and which makes sense for me with that Nine of Pentacles, which is a very independent solo energy. So maybe in the meantime, he's just focused on himself, maybe his job, his finances. That could be what is on his priority list right now. But you're on his mind. I do pick up that that's where his energy is. And then we do have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about putting in hard work into a situation. Right now, he's not doing that. He's more of a solo energy, but he does think about the times that you guys have shared. So it comes down to Tyler being able to make that solid choice for you guys to come together and be together. Okay, you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so he sees you as this beautiful person. There's clearly admiration here. You could also be very nurturing towards Tyler. That could be a part of your vibe. Okay, and look at this. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is abundance. That could be tapped in again to his finances, maybe even yours. Tiffany, that could be looking up. But this right here represents in love and romance a fresh start, a solid offer of commitment, of stability. That could even be towards marriage someday. I don't think he's quite there yet, but maybe there's the possibility that someday there will be a reconciliation. You know, I don't want to give you false hope that for sure it's going to happen, but there's a really great chance that it can, you know. So in the meantime, you are occupying this space of the Queen of Pentacles, so you need to be very nurturing with yourself. Give back to you in the meantime. Empower yourself, because if this really is a twin flame connection, you guys will always be drawn to one another. And if Tyler really wants to be a part of your future, then it falls on his shoulders to be able to take action to make this happen. But it really looks pretty good as far as at least the possibility that you guys can get back together somewhere down the line. Okay, I hope that helps you out. And it looks pretty positive as far as the direction that you guys are ultimately going. It comes down to the choices that he makes. But, you know, he has to realize that that window of opportunity, it's only going to be open for so long, because you're going to have the opportunity to make choices for yourself too. And in the meantime, just continue to live your best life. If he really wants to be a part of it, he's going to have to take action to make that happen. Okay, so that's what's coming through there, Tiffany. I hope that helped you out. All right, so Nancy, you're up next. Okay, so let's take a look at your situation here. All right, here we go. So let me read your question. Okay, Sun sign Gemini. What can you tell me about finances and career? Wondering if I should make changes or I'm good where I'm at. All right, so let me grab those decks here. No, I'll do them separately. Okay, so let's focus on the finances and career first. Nancy, let's go ahead and take a look and see what the energy is when it comes to you being able to attract abundance and what the advice is there. Okay, let's start with that. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini. Finances, career, abundance. Let's grab some insights surrounding that energy for Nancy, Gemini. Okay. Pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. Okay. So yeah, you know, sometimes when we live paycheck to paycheck, we sometimes tap ourselves out. So that's perhaps advice in the meantime until, you know, you are able to decide one way or the other whether you want to stay where you're at or move forward and make some necessary changes there. All right, give me 1 second. Let's grab one more. Sever vows of poverty. That's interesting. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. It's one of those things where sometimes we are so focused on lack and not having enough that we're not able to tap into that energy of attracting and bringing in that abundance, you know. So let's go ahead and grab the life purpose one. Hold on one second, let me pull out that deck. So let's see what the advice is from the angels as far as some possibilities for career changes, Nancy. And then I see you have another question here. What's coming up for you in love? Okay, so we'll look at that. So these are just possibilities of what the angel guides are suggesting. Ooh, look at this. You've got options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Okay, so if you are maybe on the fence between where you are at, or maybe looking elsewhere for what you might deem to be a better situation, weigh the pros and cons, maybe make a list of what's good for you, what's not working for you, in order to help you decide if it's worth pursuing a different avenue. Okay, let's see. Let me grab one more, and then we'll grab some tarot here. We have leadership, take charge of the situation. Okay, and then bottom of the deck here, look at this. We have trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So this comes down to you really trusting what you're feeling. You can't fit a square into a circle, you know? So if, for example, you're not happy in a particular situation and no matter what you do, it's just not working for you, then perhaps that's the sign that's directing you onto a different path. All right, so let's grab some tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Nancy, Gemini. All right. Let's grab some insight here. It's one of those things I feel where you got to recognize you are in control of that wheel towards your destiny when it comes to your career. As it says, take charge of the situation. You don't ever have to settle for a situation that's not working. Look at this. So 3 of Swords, even though it does say heartbreak, at the end of the day, you don't want to stay in a situation or a career where it doesn't feed your passions, where it doesn't make your heart happy. Okay? Look at that. You've got the King of Pentacles. So you could certainly occupy this energy of the King of Pentacles, which is about wealth and prosperity. So this is already an indication here that you can absolutely manifest what it is that you are dreaming about, wishing for. You've got the Hangman right here. So this is perhaps advice for you to let go of a current situation. Maybe a change of scenery would be good for you. Okay, so going back to your question, wondering if I should make changes or if I'm good where I'm at. Based off of this so far, the advice is to perhaps let go of one situation and just make room for better. You know, we've got equality right here. So this is perhaps you investing time and energy in a job and a company that's just as invested in you. There has to be that equal give and take there. So if, for example, you're just putting in too much effort for the work and you're not getting compensated financially, then perhaps it's time to move on. Now, this is really interesting that we've got the 5 of Pentacles, and the key word here is poverty. As you can see here, you already know what it's like to be in that energy. So you're being directed to sever those ties to poverty and see what the future has in store for you from a much better standpoint, and see it from a place of abundance and being able to create the future that you ultimately are wanting, because it looks pretty good as far as you being able to attract better. Absolutely. Look at this. Okay, so you've got the 4 of Wands. This right here represents a very strong foundation for you. This is harmony. This is I mean, in a love reading, it represents a very happy relationship. So that happy relationship can be in a work environment as well, to be able to have a strong foundation for you to be able to afford your dream house or whatever it is that you would like in the future. You can have all of those things as long as you are absolutely doing something that you love, rather than getting up in the morning and not really loving where you're going or what it is that you do for a living. So you have the capability, truly, Nancy, to bring that in. Okay? So in my opinion, just based off of what has represented itself here, it's time to let your current situation go in order to find something way better suited for you. Okay? So now let's go ahead and take a look at your love question here. All right, so hopefully that offered you some insight that is helpful. All right, so let's grab some advice here. Okay. All right, so if wondering what I have coming for love, if a female Gemini or female Sagittarius may come back. Okay, so let's grab some insight on that. Okay, give me 1 second here. So let's focus on the Gemini. So you guys are both Geminis. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy and the Gemini person of interest. What's that energy looking like? Angels and spirit guides, please. So let's take a look at that. So the Gemini person of interest for you, Nancy. We have love, passion, and appreciation. Maybe this person loved to give you flowers. Okay, maybe. This is the next card. We have seduction. Romantic surprises, passionate encounters, and deep intimacy. So if you've experienced that with the Gemini, that's a part of their energy that they are occupying right now. So let's see what's up with that. Because if they still have love for you, and if it was, for example, a very passionate physical connection, then they're still feeling drawn to you, even though they're not with you. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and her person of interest, Gemini. There was conflict here. Okay, so whatever that conflict represents, Nancy, maybe that's something that you're aware of, but it needs to be cleared up. Okay, so the Five of Swords can sometimes represent sneakiness. I don't know if there was infidelity in this particular situation, but it can sometimes represent that. If not, then it's just conflict and tension in the relationship. But this is the next card. You've got the Star. Okay, so this can represent a wish that can manifest, which is actually a really great energy here, because there's still hope that maybe you and your Gemini person can revive this partnership and it can still be a very romantic connection. And then you've got the Judgment card right after it. So maybe your Gemini is going through this awakening, and especially kind of reevaluating where you guys have been in the past. So this one, this connection, they might actually reach out to you and want to reconnect, because sometimes this can be an indication of a person who clearly still has love for you. They still have feelings for you. It's still coming through as a very romantic vibe. Okay, they're focused on those passionate encounters with you. If that's something that you relate to, the romance is right here. They still see you as a wish come true. So I wouldn't be surprised if they reached out and told you that they wanted to try again, wanted to reconcile. So that one looks pretty good as far as this person coming back. Okay, so now let's take a look at the Sagittarian person here. Okay, so I'll use the same deck and see how those energies vary. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and the female person of interest, Sagittarian. Is there a possibility for this person to come back? What we've seen is the Gemini, for sure, has the capability to come back and reach out. All right, so taking a look at the Sagittarian. What does that energy look like? Focusing on the connection with you, Nancy, Gemini, and your Sagittarian. This one might take a little bit of time. It's coming down to divine timing. We must go on regardless and trust in divine timing. No contact in 2 months with the Sagittarian. But look at that. A fated meeting or reunion. So, in time, if we take a look at these two cards, divine timing is at play here, and there could also be a possible reunion here, maybe when you least expect it. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how this energy differs from the Gemini. So it might also be one of those things, Nancy, where you gain contact from both people wanting a reunion possibly at different times. But if the timing is off with your Sagittarian here, and let's just say you're back together with a Gemini, then you're going to have one heck of a decision to make. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and the Sagittarian person of interest. What are we looking at here? Well, they're very tempted by you, but it could also be an unhealthy attachment or whatever addictive or obsessive behavior this person could have about you. Look at that, Two of Wands. So maybe they've even thought about, what it would be like to still have a future with you. I don't know if you're the one that walked away. Okay, but we do have the Eight of Cups here, or maybe they walked away from you. Whatever is going on with your Sagittarian, that's coming through with the energy of the Ten of Wands, where maybe they're feeling overwhelmed, overloaded, carrying this heaviness of the separation. But we also have the Magician. So it's one of those things where if they really want to be able to manifest and rekindle this partnership with you, Nancy, then they have the capability to do that. So maybe it falls on your Sagittarian to actually take action to come back. There's nothing here for you to do, I feel. It falls on them. But ultimately, when it comes to the Gemini as well as the Sagittarian, it does appear that there's the possibility for either person to come back. So it just depends on when they happen, because they could either happen at the same time or not too far away from each other, or let's just say you get back together with one person and the other one reaches out and wants to re-explore the connection. So as I've mentioned, you're going to have some decisions to make there, because I have a feeling these connections, they're not done, not really. So you guys might not be interacting right now. There might not be any communication here, but I wouldn't be surprised if you heard from both of them at separate times. And then you're going to have to figure out truly where your heart is really gravitating towards, because the possibility for reunion for either person, it's here. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Nancy. You've got some possibilities coming up for sure for either person. All right, so hopefully that is helpful. And thank you so much for your super chat. All right, do we have anybody else? All right, so we'll just give it, a little bit more time if anyone else is interested in getting a mini reading. Okay, there's absolutely no pressure. We're just here for however long we can help whoever is in need of guidance. Okay, we're here every Wednesday, anywhere from, 30 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how many people are needing readings, so whether it's 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter, a dozen, doesn't matter. We're here to help out those who could use a little bit of advice, whether it's love related, career related, finances, whatever. And you guys also have the option to do a 1-card pull, pulling from the Yes No Oracle, and these are available for a $4.99 super chat if you just want an answer to your question, yes or no. So that's available as well. All right, guys, so we'll give it maybe a couple more minutes if anyone else is interested in a mini reading here today. And if not, we'll cut it short. No big deal. And thank you guys for those who did submit a super chat. It's always much appreciated. So yeah, whoever is in need of guidance here today. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. My daughter is in charge of the comments here today, and she can help answer some of those questions. If you have any inquiries about readings or subject matters that you'd like us to take a look at, once I do the general readings on my channel, you know, I'm always interested to know what topics you guys would be interested in seeing. So we'll give it a couple more minutes, and if no one else is in need of guidance here today, then we're good to go. All right, Omni Collective, hello. All right, so let me wait for your information, and then I'll go ahead and get into your situation here. Thank you very much. All right. So is that one a one card pull? Okay. Okay. For a mini reading, it's a minimum of a $9.99 super chat. So anything less than that, we can do a one card yes/no card pull for you. Yeah, we announced that early in the beginning. So it's a minimum of a super chat of $9.99 for the mini readings. So let's take a look at the question.
Have I met my divine masculine counterpart?
Okay.
He's a Gemini.
Okay. Oh, so this is us. I'm not sure. Is that Australian dollars? Is that? I'm not sure what the A stands for. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and do a. Let's see.
I think it's the pull, maybe.
Omni Collective 3 card, please. Okay. Oh, okay. Alrighty. So you have a question.
Have I met my divine masculine counterpart?
Okay. You know what? Since you've paid twice here, we can just go ahead and do a mini reading for you. Okay. Have you met your divine masculine counterpart? All right. You're Gemini. If you wouldn't mind, if I could have your first name, that would be great. Okay, and then we'll get into it. Do you have anyone in mind as far as a divine masculine, or is this just, I'm assuming you're single right now? Okay. So let me wait for that information, and then we'll get into the messages. Oh, thank you so much. Isabella, thank you. Okay, so Isabella, Gemini. All right, so let's see what energies are surrounding you right now. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Isabella, Gemini. Okay, so since we're focusing on divine masculine energy, let me pull from that deck. So if you're focused on a particular divine masculine, it'll bring up that energy. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Isabella, Gemini. All right, so this person, and it's interesting, service is right next to agreement. Whenever I see this, this is a person who's very work-oriented. They're very career-driven. So if you are in between relationships right now and not really focused on a particular divine masculine, there's a possibility that you might meet somebody where you work or close by where you work. It's interesting that these are the next two cards. I couldn't have planned this if I tried. We have overload followed by career. You see? So this could be somebody who does a lot at their job. It keeps them very busy. They could be stressed out at their job. They could have a very, what's the word? They could be CEO. They could be a boss. It's a very stressful job that they might have. They could also oversee a staff or a group of people. So this could be a potential of who you might end up connecting with. and meeting. So it does seem here there's something tied into the work environment here, Isabella, as far as where you might meet this divine masculine, unless you already know who this is talking about. So let's grab some insight here. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Isabella, Gemini. Love, romance. Connecting with a divine masculine counterpart. Let's take a look and see what might be hindering progress towards that, or what's coming in for you. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands right here, which is telling you there's so much potential as far as you being able to connect with a new love, your ideal mate. But I'm also feeling, we've got the Four of Cups right here. There could be an ex, there could be someone from your past who lost out as far as missing an opportunity to be with you. Interesting. Look at this. You've got two aces popping up. So this is putting you in a seat of power right here, Isabella, to be able to start fresh when it comes to your love life, moving on past your own regrets and missed opportunities in your own life. Some of those missed opportunities could even be career driven, you know, but at the end of the day, this is giving you a breakthrough. This is giving you the much needed clarity to be able to see what's ahead of you in the future, and also to be able to cut people and experiences out of your life that are not meant to be a part of your future. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What else? We do have the Three of Wands. So wherever you are at right now, at this point in your life, when it comes to your romantic partnerships, the Three of Wands, it's all about looking ahead towards the future. It's about making progress in that area, you know, and it's right next to career. So you could also be making progress in that area too. And I can't help but feel that your work environment as well as your love life might be intermingling somehow. I wonder if that's a possibility here. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so look at this. Look at these two cards. Knight of Pentacles, and that's followed by the Emperor. Here's your divine masculine right here. But as you can see, for now, this masculine, they're moving ever so slowly to be able to get to you. But once they get to you, they're coming in as this Emperor. Emperors know exactly what it is that they want. They come in, they take control of the situation. They're not wishy-washy. They know exactly what it is that they're wanting in the partnership. So through these new beginnings, you have the potential to really create something beautiful and amazing when it comes to your love life. Here's your divine masculine right here, your divine counterpart. So it might be a slow process. It might be moving ever so slowly, but once it gets to you, I have a feeling this could be ultimately your love of a lifetime here, Isabella. So it looks pretty good as far as the direction that things are going in your love life. So instinctively, what I'm feeling here is you might not have met your divine masculine counterpart yet, okay? Because there's this need to kind of cut things and people out of your life from your past to make way for somebody in the future coming in as that Emperor. So I don't think you've met this person yet, but you'll know in your heart of hearts once you do. There will be no question. You'll know. It's like, okay, that's the one for me. You'll know. So I don't think you're there yet, but you're making progress to be able to get there. Okay, so just hang tight. It's on its way to you. All right. Thank you so much for your super chat. That was a great question. All right. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Rocio? Okay. Sun sign. Scorpio, Virgo. Okay, so the other person is Virgo. Okay, hold on. I'm reading this. Okay, so Rocio. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. You are the Scorpio. your person, your masculine, is Virgo. His name is Derek. Okay, you want to know how he feels about you. All right, got it. So let's take a look at Derek's energies here. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Derek, Virgo, and the connection with Rocio, Scorpio. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Let's see what Derek's energy is right now. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Derek, Virgo. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the clarification. All right, Derek, what's going on with you? And the connection with Rocio, Scorpio. What's going on? Okay, so we've got manipulate. That doesn't necessarily mean somebody is manipulative, although it can, unless you know that about him. But this could also be Derek's energy where he's just trying to navigate his way and manipulate his way through life right now. Let's see what else. He could be very charming. Maybe you already know that about him. But this is interesting. In his heart space, he's coming up hollow. There's that emptiness. There's that void. Are you guys in separation right now? If you could clarify that for me. And then we have intimacy popping up. Okay. So those intimate moments that you guys might have shared together. So this is what I'm getting from Derek. That in his heart space, he's struggling a little bit to tap into his emotions, his feelings. But if you guys have been intimate, the physical connection, the sexual chemistry, that could all be on point, you know? So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here and see what else is going on there. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the connection between Rocio, Scorpio, and Derek, Virgo. Okay, so you guys broke up. You are in separation. He's thinking about those times that you guys were intimate together. Look at this. We've got teamwork. That's absolutely necessary at this point in time. So he's a Virgo. We've got the Hermit card coming through here. There's his energy. The Hermit card represents Virgo. So right now he's doing a lot of thinking. He's doing a lot of reflecting about you, about the connection, about life in general maybe. This is interesting. We've got the Nine of Cups, which of course is about wish manifestation. And that's followed by the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very solo, self-sufficient, independent energy. I don't know if he's very work-oriented. Maybe money matters could be looking up for him, or even yourself, Rocio. But I'm kind of feeling from him that there's still a part of him. He still feels your energy. And there's still a part of him that feels that he's drawn to you and wanting to bridge the gap between the two of you guys. But since there is this distance and separation, he's almost afraid to fall in love, or he's afraid to tap into his emotions. And therefore, he's more comfortable just thinking of those intimate moments that you guys might have shared. The chemistry is there, however. I feel that here. So ultimately, it comes down to the two of you working together to make this work. This is actually really good. We've got the Six of Swords coming through here. Okay, so there's this need to move on from whatever broke you guys up. You know, let bygones be bygones. Find forgiveness if that's possible. Six of Swords is a transition that you guys are being offered for this scenario. To leave behind what happened, to move on from it, and to be able to claim this energy of manifesting this wish so that you guys can be happy. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune coming up next. So this still is a part of your destiny to perhaps reconnect with Derek, for you guys to still be happy together. This is a connection that's still a part of your destiny, you know, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if this was a short-lived breakup and you guys end up getting back together. Maybe he needs time to really think things through, to realize, you know, what can he do better to be a better partner for you, because he still sees you as his wish come true right here. So maybe he needs time on his own to be able to figure all of that out, give him the space and time that he needs, and eventually, I'm kind of ultimately feeling here that things really will turn around for the better for the two of you. You know, that wheel of fortune, it's constantly changing, it's constantly turning. It doesn't always appear for everybody, but it's coming through here for the two of you. So this is telling us that the capability and the possibility for things to improve and get better moving forward for the two of you, it's still here. You know, so try not to worry, try not to be in that energy of being sad or depressed, which of course is a natural thing when we break up with somebody, if the love is still there, which I'm assuming it is. And then this is the next card right here. You've got the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. You guys are being given a new opportunity at love. It's a new beginning. It's a very happy energy. In the meantime, you know, it could even be your friendships that really uplift you to talk you through this difficult time of being in separation from somebody that you care for and love. But at the end of the day, this does represent a very positive outcome still for you and Derek. Okay, so hang tight, hang in there. I feel eventually there's the possibility that you guys will get back together, because I feel he's still tapped into that energy of caring for you and loving you. He's just afraid of maybe getting hurt himself. That's why he's just not tapped into his emotions right now. But eventually I feel he'll get there. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for your super chat. All right, guys. Anyone else? And thank you everyone that's tuned in for being here. Much appreciated, guys. All right. Do we have another one? Okay, so let me wait for that information. In the meantime, thank you guys for being here, for tuning in. We are here every Wednesday. You know, whether it's slow, whether it's busy, doesn't matter. We're happy to be here for those who are in need of guidance through these mini readings. And for next week, especially those of you who would prefer to submit your mini reading request via Cash App, you can do that as well. It's a little bit difficult for us to see the Cash App submissions though once we are live. So those need to be submitted prior to the live stream. So that's the only reason we would love to have that submitted prior, because we just don't have access to that. We don't see it, you know, once we're live. All right, guys. So I'm just waiting for the next batch of information for the next reading. So give me 1 second here. All right. Okay. Let me see. Sunflower Soul. Okay. Let's see. So what are Michael's feelings towards me now? We recently got back in contact. Okay. He's a Sagittarian. You're a Taurus. If you don't mind, could I please have your first name? Okay, he's Sagittarian. Michael Sagittarian. All right, and we'll get into the messages. Okay. So you guys are back in contact. All right, let's take a look at Michael's energies. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Michael Sagittarian. All right, let's take a look at that energy. So that was Sunflower Soul, Taurus. Okay. It's just helpful to have a first name, but it's not mandatory. All right, Michael, Sagittarius. What is that energy? Shanice? Shanice. Okay, got it. All right, Shanice. Michael, Sagittarius. What are you feeling towards Shanice, Taurus at this time? What does that energy look like? All right, even though we've got money surrounding this person, that doesn't necessarily mean that's Michael's energy. It could simply mean that part of that greed is he doesn't want to let anyone else in. You know, he just wants to be able to spend that time with you and with you only, which is a good thing. Let's see what else here. What else focusing on Michael, Sagittarius? There's this spiteful energy that's coming through. Okay, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. Maybe you know what that is about. Let's see. Let's see. Focusing on Michael, Sagittarius, and Shanice, Taurus. Well, he's learned something about himself. Okay, so let's grab some insight here and see what's going on. And I'm guided to pull from this other deck to tap into that energy for the connection. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Shanice, Taurus, and Michael, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right, here we go. What does that energy look like? Ooh, we have the house moving in together. So, maybe there's a part of him and what he's learned about himself is that he really wants to be with you 24/7. You know, that greedy energy. It's like, I don't want to be with anyone else, just you. You know, he wants to be able to occupy every second of your day. And then we have bridges coming through, divine connection, and shortening the physical distance to bring you guys together. And obviously, as you've mentioned, you guys got back in contact. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some insight here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Shanice, Taurus, and Michael, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know about this connection? Well, he clearly wants to be in your life. That's what he's learned about himself. Look at that. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles. You guys have to work together in this partnership for it to survive and to thrive, you know. He is coming in as the King of Cups, which I'm really happy to see that. Compassionate, loving, ready to offer his cup of love to you. This is somebody who's devoted. This is somebody perhaps who could be marriage material. You know, this is someone who means business when it comes to love and romance, and definitely in control of his emotions here. Let's see what else here. Look at this. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune. These are great cards coming through, Shanice. Look at this. You've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents that Taurus energy, okay, which is your own sun sign. So this right here represents a spiritual lesson. It represents 2 people who are meant to be. It represents commitment, Wheel of Fortune, destiny, cycles of change, good luck, good karma. That's coming in for this connection for the 2 of you. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles right here, which is about abundance, as we can see right there. It's a new beginning in love for the 2 of you. It's a fresh new start. And hopefully a part of the communication from Michael is that he actually brings in this solid offer to let you know that he means business, to let you know that he's not going anywhere. You know, as much time as he wants to be able to spend with you and invest all of his time and energy with you, then he needs to show you in no uncertain terms that he means business, that he really is all in. And I feel ultimately, just based off of what's coming through here, it looks pretty good. You know, that looks pretty darn good. And I'm guided to actually pull some dialogue for you. I wasn't guided to do this for the other ones, but I'm just guided to do this one here. Let's take a look. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Michael, Sagittarius. And let's take a look and see what it is that he would like to share with you. Look at this. My unwavering, unconditional love belongs to you. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of love there. And I don't know if, you know, he actually declared his love to you, or if he was the type to hold back emotionally before when you guys parted ways, or however way that unfolded in your connection. But we've got this card saying that he's got unconditional love for you this time. So that looks amazing. That looks fantastic as far as how this is all unfolding between the two of you, you know? So thank you so much, Shanice. I hope that offers you advice that is helpful. All right, so let me go ahead and see if there's anybody else who is in need of guidance here. And my daughter had to step away for a second, so let me go ahead and take a look at the comments, but hopefully that helped you out. Let me grab some insight here. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I see your comment, Bill. If you're interested in submitting a question, Bill, you're more than welcome to. Thank you so much, okay, for the super chat, Shanice. I appreciate it. So yeah, we'll probably hang out for a few more minutes, and if there's nobody else, then we'll probably wrap things up in a couple minutes here. So yeah, if Bill has a submission, then we'll go ahead and wait for him. Just double check the comments. Okay. And thank you guys, everybody who was tuned in, who spent time with us. It's much appreciated. And again, we are doing these every Wednesday. If you happen to be Gemini, Sagittarius, or Leo, we will have a super chat live stream on Friday. All right, so let's go ahead and... Oh, did we get another submission? Okay. Oh, that one's Shanice?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Joshua is a Pisces. All right, let's take a look at that. All right, Shanice, so let me wait for that information and then we'll get into it. Hi, Eileen. How are you today? So yeah, today is a super chat live stream. So anybody interested in a mini reading, it's a minimum super chat live stream of It's a minimum super chat of $9.99. I can't even speak. All right, so we'll get into the next reading as soon as I have that info. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, so Shanice, okay. So what are Joshua's feelings towards me now after I, what does that say? After I, oh, this says booked. After I blocked him, okay. Let me rewrite that. Okay. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, so let's take a look at Joshua's energies here. Okay. So Joshua is Pisces. Let me write that down, sorry, so I don't forget. Okay, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. Okay, so you don't or didn't trust him. Okay. Let's see what his energy is here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Joshua, Pisces, and the connection with Shanice, Taurus. All right. What is his energy? And this card is flying. Look at this. Okay, so this is the front of the deck. This is the back. So his own divine masculine energy is coming through here. That's super interesting. So there's something that is either troubling him or something he's very self-absorbed about. Now take a look at the next card right here. I can see why you don't trust him, actually. Okay, so we've got conflict, we've got temptation, and then we've got friendship. So I don't know if part of the reason why you don't trust him is because of infidelity, or the fact that, you know, if he did cheat on you, or if he's conflicted, we might have a third party situation right here. This could have been a friends with benefits type situation. It could be that as well. So that's just how it's presenting itself here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Shanice, Taurus, and Joshua, Pisces. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. What's going on with this connection? Sorry?
He lied before about a third party.
He lied before about a third party. That makes sense. There it is. You know, he could have also pretended to just be friends with this person, but he was actually very attracted and tempted by this individual. So what's going on? What is going on with Joshua? Okay, so part of his divine masculine energy is coming in with the King of Wands. I don't know if he's got fire in his chart, but the King of Wands can sometimes be the type of person who is in an exploration mode. They still want to explore. They put love on hold. They're not ready to settle down. You know, if he doesn't want to take the lead in this connection with you, Shanice, then, you know, it's almost one of those things where it might not even be worth investing your time and energy in that. Look at this. We've got the Page of Wands right next to this. So he could have some fire in his chart. This is somebody who is wanting to be free. You know, that free spirit with that Page of Wands. He can certainly be the type of person who loves his freedom, and he gets easily distracted by other people. Interesting. What else? Focusing on Joshua, Pisces, and Shanice, Taurus. And this turn around. Okay, so there's this heaviness that's coming through. Okay, so that Ten of Wands energy, heavy burden. So I kind of feel here, Shanice, it's one of those things where you did the right thing by distancing yourself, by blocking him from your life, you know, because he's just coming through as a person who's got too many temptations, conflicts. Look at the next card. Seven of Cups. He's entertaining these choices and options. He's tempted by that, you know. And what you might have been offering him was this Two of Cups. You guys could have started off as friends, and then, you know, it could have turned into something more than that. But as you can see here, that's not what he's choosing. So part of the advice here when it comes to Joshua is to let him go, is to distance yourself to make room for something and someone better. You know, that's just part of the advice that I'm picking up when it comes to him. Lay down the heaviness that you've been carrying when it comes to this person. Because for now, part of the energy that he really is occupying is that he's just allowing all of these choices and decisions that he's making to create more conflicts in his life, more drama. And you don't need that. You really don't need the drama. Okay, so that's what's coming through there when it comes to Joshua. All right, so hopefully that gives you some helpful advice to steer clear of this energy. I feel you did the right thing. Okay, so anyone else? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So what is her name?
Tracy.
Tracy, okay. So Tracy, just waiting on your actual question for your mini reading, and then we'll get right into it. And thank you everybody who has participated today. Okay. Thank you so much, Shanice. I hope that helped you. All right. So just waiting on the question for your reading, Tracy. Or are we just doing an energy check-in? Let's see. Okay. Sun. Okay, so Steve is the Gemini, and she's Cancer. Okay. Okay. You're very welcome, Shanice. Thank you. So yeah, guys, if you are requesting a mini reading, it would be helpful if we have all the info. Cancer. All right, so I'm just waiting for that information, and then we will begin. We will begin. And if you're not really wanting a more extensive mini reading, you can always do a one-card pull. It's a yes-no answer to a simple question, and those are offered at a super chat of $4.99. All right, so just waiting for the information, Tracy, and then we'll get started. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. All right, so what's up? So we're just doing an energy check-in for this connection. Okay. All right, here we go. So Tracy, Cancer, Steve, Gemini. So let's take a look at Steve's energy here. All right. Are you guys together at this time, Tracy, or in separation? Can you please clarify that for me? Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Steve, Gemini, and the connection with Tracy, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, please, what do we need to know? Focusing on Steve, Gemini. Let's see what his energy is coming through as. Okay, so we've got secrets. So the simple interpretation of that is he could be keeping things from you. Maybe you know this, Tracy. There's also this energy of him being guarded. Whenever someone is in this combined energy, they're not letting you fully in to their heart space, you know. This is the next card right here. We've got expressive, and that's followed by masculine shadow. So somebody who's got this type of shadow energy and they happen to be divine masculine, then there's something here perhaps that he's holding back from sharing with you. Maybe he's got a lot to say, but he's not saying it. He's keeping it to himself. It could be that as well. Okay, so I have a couple more cards to pull. We have Journey, and then we have Takeoff. So this concerns me a bit when it comes to the connection with Steve, because depending, of course, on how things are, maybe things are great between the two of you right now, or there's certain things that concern you about the connection. And if that's the case, you have cause to be, because instinctively you might even be feeling like he's got one foot out the door. And based off of what's coming through here, that could be the case. So this for me is representing Steve, where he's in takeoff mode. He might not want to stick around, especially if you guys run into some issues or obstacles and he can't handle it. Okay, or he's just not the type to commit to you, and maybe again he's not sharing that with you at this point in time. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Steve, Gemini, and Tracy, Cancer. Angels and spirit guides, please, what do we need to know about this connection? And this is current energy, Tracy, so if he is in takeoff mode right now, that doesn't mean he's going to be in takeoff mode next year. You know, things are constantly changing. That's just part of the energy as of right now. We do have the Six of Pentacles, and that makes sense to me because he needs to be fully invested in the connection with you. You know, he can't be in takeoff mode. He can't have one foot out the door. But if it's, we've got secrets here. So again, there's certain things about the connection that he's just not sharing with you, you know. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles, which could be because he's so guarded and he's got his own issues. You know, he is in this shadow energy, so he might even be going through his inner demons and not sharing that with you. So this right here could represent the struggles that you guys run into later on down the line, or if you guys are already going through that, he could ultimately decide to leave you out in the cold without telling you. It could be one of those things where it's an unexpected breakup. We do have the Lovers card right here. So this is interesting because he is the Gemini. The Lovers card represents Gemini. It comes down to the choices that he's willing to make for himself, for the two of you, the connection. You know, so I ultimately do feel that he's attracted to you. The chemistry could certainly be there, but sometimes the Lovers card could also represent a third party interest. Okay, so he could decide later on to take off because he finds a connection with somebody else. You know, so just be mindful of that one. Let's see what else here. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Tracy, Cancer, and Steve, Gemini. But at the same time, you know, he could also decide, especially once he's dealt with his own issues, that you're the one that he wants to be with. Yeah, you see this? Okay, so we've got the Devil card coming through. We've got temptations. There could be obsessive, addictive behavior on his part. That could be a part of the shadow. The shadow self is tapped into the devil energy. And so he might be tempted by other people without really sharing that with you. That could be an issue there. But we do have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we've got the Hierophant. So this Hierophant energy, typically it's focused on commitment. But as you can see, it's right next to takeoff. So right now I feel from Steve, he's not ready for that. And he has the capability to turn things around for the two of you. I mean, really turn things around. But if he's on a very different path from you, then it might take some time for this to play out. Let's see what else here. Angels and spirit guides, please, what else can you share with us? Focusing on this connection for Tracy, Cancer, and Steve, Gemini. Yeah, that's the energy right now. He is in takeoff mode. He's not ready for commitment. And he could be tempted by other people right now. Look at that. We've got the Two of Swords. So we do have a stalemate here. So I don't know if you're feeling this. I don't know if you're seeing that things just aren't moving in the direction that you'd like, or if it's just kind of at that stalemate, stuck vibe. You know, it could be that. And then right here, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe finances is what he's tapped into right now. That could be where he's focused. Improved money matters. Of course, that's a nice thing. But the Nine of Pentacles is also a very solo, independent type energy. And if he would prefer that rather than being coupled up, but again, that could be something he's thinking about and not telling you. He's keeping that a secret, keeping that to himself. Then this might be a situation where it doesn't quite move towards the direction that you'd like, you know, because he has the capability to take it here. But right now, it's not moving in that direction. Not to say that it can't eventually get there, but right now, this is a part of the energy that he's occupying. So give it perhaps a little bit more time and see for yourself if he's actually able to invest fully in the relationship. Give it maybe 3 months to 6 months. And if things just aren't moving or progressing, that's because this is the energy that you guys are in. And he's wanting to be independent of the partnership. And so, unfortunately, I'm feeling it might get to the point where he decides, you know what, this isn't for me. And then he suddenly decides to break things off. Okay, takeoff mode, rather than committing to the partnership and being able to offer you this cup from that Two of Cups. You know, it could ultimately be his loss. But this is just giving you some indications as to possible red flags of what to look out for. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. It doesn't have to be a painful experience if he chooses to not take it there. The Wheel of Fortune is on your side as well. So you might ultimately decide to create movement in your own life if he doesn't do anything about taking this to the next level, for example. All right, Tracy, so hopefully that gives you advice that's helpful, but that is what's coming through at this time. Thank you so much. All right. Anyone else? Yep. Okay. Okay. So waiting for the next batch of info, and then we'll get to the next mini reading here. Oh, so you're in takeoff mode. All right, Tracy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Or maybe he could be picking that up from you, that you are in takeoff mode. That could be what that was about. Okay. Eileen, Aries, I'm looking for overall information on my current love energy or what might be coming in for my future. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming you are single and in between partnerships right now. So let's grab some letters here. Okay. And give you an indication of who you might connect with. Okay. So if you could clarify, Eileen, if you are single or if there's somebody in particular that you are focused on. I'll give it a second before I get started on that. So Eileen, Aries. So you are single. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab some letters and zodiacs of who it is that you could connect with, and then we'll grab some love messages for you. So this could be a part of your name, a part of the other person's name, somebody new that you could connect with. We have a K. We have a V. Could be Kevin. We have R. We have a Y. Let's grab maybe a couple more letters here. We have a D. And one more letter.
She just said that there's no one in the picture right now. Last X was over 2 years ago. The TF.
Twin flame? Okay. Alrighty. So these are potential letters of who it is that you could connect with. K, V, R, Y, D, and an A. And of course, your name starts with an A. You could connect with somebody whose first initial could be an A as well. Let's grab some zodiacs for you here, Eileen, as to who it is that you could connect with in the future. And then we'll see what the energies are that are surrounding you as far as being able to attract that person. You could connect with a Pisces. Or another Aries, look at that. So it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for a new love connection. Could also be a Virgo, okay? And if any of these signs pertains to an ex, for example, you know, it could even be one of those things where they want to reconnect, only if you're open to that, of course. Double Pisces, look at that. We have a Leo popping up here. Let's grab a couple more signs. We have Aquarius. Okay, let's grab one more. And then we have Sagittarius. Okay, so any combination of these signs could be representing a new person who comes into your life. You could always come back to this reading and, you know, write this stuff down so that you will have notes of what came through in this reading when you're able to connect with somebody. All right, so let's grab some descriptions here, and then we'll get into some messages for you, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Eileen. New love connections. All right, so future love. Okay, so this person could be the same ethnicity as you, okay? They could be very tall, dark, and delicious is what that says. Could have a beard or a mustache, okay? So these are some possibilities. This is somebody who's open to marriage, okay? So it does say your person wants to marry you someday. So they're the type that's ready for that love of a lifetime commitment, not somebody who's just wanting a casual relationship with you. So that's a good thing. Let's grab a couple more Look at that. Your ideal mate will be your best friend. So that's always really nice to have that type of friendship and connection with somebody that you fall in love with. Okay, let's grab one more card. And very romantic and affectionate. Okay, so all of these qualities and features when it comes to this person that could come into your life and possibly could be your love of a lifetime. So let's grab some tarot and see what presents itself here. Okay. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Eileen, Aries, new love connections. So let's take a look and see what energies are surrounding you right now and what the advice is. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Eileen, Aries. Okay, so this right here could possibly represent breakups and separations that you've obviously already experienced in your life. And all you can do is learn from that lesson, heal from it, and move on to be able to avoid experiences like that again. And I love this, how you've got the Ace of Swords, because this right here, from this experience of the Tower, it's now giving you the clarity and giving you the power to be able to create an amazing life for yourself with somebody. Look at this. Here's your Divine Masculine coming in as the Emperor. Okay? You could connect truly with a fellow Aries because the Emperor represents Aries. All right, so this person could also perhaps already have a child or children from previous partners, okay, but ultimately really making a very good partner. This is somebody who's ready to offer you everything that they have in love and romance, to be there for you the way you really need them to. I love this. You are coming in as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is known to be very confident. So if you're not feeling very confident right now, as far as being able to attract love and romance in the future, this is perhaps something that you can work on to be able to attract that in. Okay, I don't know if you've experienced infidelity or cheating in your relationships that might have contributed to this Tower. It's a part of your life's history, but it does not have to be a part of the rest of your story, you know? So it's time to perhaps heal from that, take it if it applies, if you know what it's like to have experienced betrayals and deception in your relationship. You know, so tap into this confidence that the Queen of Wands, it's resonating for you, hopefully. And you've got this partner coming in as the Emperor. Okay, let's see what else here. I love this. You've got the Fool. So you're being offered a new beginning, truly. And that's followed by the Ace of Wands. So even though you might have had painful experiences in love and romance, okay, again, that's not the whole story of your life. You're meant to start fresh. There's so much potential in the future as to the person, the right person that can come in for you. So welcome in this new beginning. Open it in. Welcome it in, and just see, give it some time and how it's going to unfold in your life. But at the end of the day, I really do feel you'll be quite happy with the outcome and possibly even connecting with your ideal mate in this lifetime. So let the past go, continue to heal that Tower energy. This does not have to be your story moving forward. Welcome in that new beginning. All right, Eileen, so hopefully that offered you some uplifting advice to welcome in new love. It certainly is on its way to you. Okay, thank you so much for your question. All right, anybody else? That's it for now? Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Thank you so very much for everybody who contributed to Super Chats and for being here and for tuning in. Again, we're here every Wednesday doing these. So if you didn't get a chance to participate this time, we're here same time on Wednesday. And again, on Friday, we are doing the bonus live stream for Gemini, Sagittarius, and Leo. So I'll start off doing the general reading for each sign that is receiving a bonus reading this time. And then the second half of that live stream, we're going to do something similar to what we've done here with the Super Chat live stream part of it so that you guys, whoever's interested, can get a mini reading, especially, of course, if you are one of those signs. So thank you so very much, guys. I appreciate it. Hi, Ken. Thank you. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day and rest of your week. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.